Welcome everybody back to Bowman Gray Speedway, and finally we're here at the main event. The field has been set after DNP took 2 hours trying to set the field. Uh, what was it? The top 14 in points? Was it down? Or what was it? How many people made it in on points here? I know 9 made it in from the race.
Top 14 make it in on points, and then it's the positions 15 through 28 came from the open.
Okie dokie.
Let's get this race underway.
We're ready for this thing. This Dimp's stream on Discord is dying. We're just waiting for him to run it. So how are we all feeling about this race? I mean, I didn't really get... Can someone inform me of what happened in the Open? I didn't really get to watch it. Coaster, Chip, you guys lend me a hand. Was the first race exciting? Was it boring? Was there passing? What happened in that thing?
It was a mix. We got 2 wrecks, 2 mini wrecks. We got some amazing commentary. And, well, in all honesty, it was a very short race.
Well, it's a very short track, and it was only 50 laps, I believe it was. So, we can see it. 4 minutes and 38 seconds left of happy hour, yes. So, here we go, as we have a blue car. DMP is dumb.
Drivers, to your car.
We have a new driver in the blue car. He's
Oh, that's fun. So, starting up... Well, leading this thing off, as we expected, was the 7 car of Jimmy Johnson. Just dominated so far this season. He's on pole. In second place in that Ford Duracell 59 is Sam Blaney. Behind him is the 88 Ford of Emily Winters in that NASA car. Next to her on her outside is the 24 NOS Toyota Camry of Thomas Cassidy. Behind him, in the position he loves to be in, is that 15 Red Bull Ford Mustang of Ben Pierce. To his outside is the 4 Southwest car of Muse Better. Behind him, is in the 4th row on the inside, is the 13 Turtle Beach car of Matt Wynn. To his outside is the 78 Throwback Southwest car of Adrian Add. To his inside and row behind him is the 6 unsponsored car, Pipestone Lazard. To his outside is the absolute meme car of Alexander McSpeed and the Tide car. Behind him on the inside is the 54 Oreo machine of Joey Maddox. To his outside is the 26 Kmart Ford Mustang of Matthew Nile. Behind him is the 1 car, last week's winner at Atlanta, Andy Cooley. To his outside is the 22 Car Shield car of Carlos Tavares. Starting behind him is the 12 Louis Vuitton Ford Mustang of Parker. Starting to his outside is that 20 Switch car of Kevin Bethard. Behind him is the second half of the Spotter's Nightmare, the 45 Car Shield car of James Youngman. To his outside is the DNP is Done machine, 83 blank car of Niall O'Hare. Behind him is the idiot himself, the 8 Amtrak Toyota Camry of DNP_10. The Discord stream has frozen, but I can still somewhat see. Oh, it's back now. The 28 Napa car of Light Yagami. Behind him is the 61 TD Bank car of Cole McElmoyle. To his outside is that blank 9 Napa Auto Parts car of Alexander Rossi. Behind him in the next row is the 51 Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet Camaro of Max Weissner. To his outside is the 27 Nationwide Children's Hospital Ford Mustang of Carter Boyd. The row behind them is the 79 Amazon Ford Mustang of Chip Ganassi. To his outside is the 38 Magnum Chocolate Chevrolet Camaro of Jacoby Kingston. Behind him is the 44 Advanced Auto Parts Chevrolet Camaro of Damon Fenton. And rounding out the field is the 92, I don't know his sponsor, Toyota Camry of Esko Laukkanen. Sure, some Finnish company. And he rounds out our field here from Bowman Gray, as I think we're ready to get this underway. All right, well, You know, we got to bring this back from last season. I don't think we've done it yet. Predictions, boys. Predictions. Coaster, let me hear your prediction. Who do you think's winning this thing?
I mean,
This race could be ended in a mix of ways. I mean, last race we saw the 79 gain about 14 spots from the back, so you could never know what's going to happen here at Bowman Gray. But I think it's just going to be kind of like how most of the race was last time, without that many passes and very few wrecks.
Okay, so who's your prediction? Who do you think's going to win? It could be absolutely anyone, but if you could pick one driver in this whole field, who do you think's going to win?
I think
you might cut. Oh, I think he died. I think he kind of died there.
We got a dead car.
Whenever I open this stream, it cuts out for some reason.
Oof. All right, well, we'll just hand it off to Chip then. Chip, what are your predictions for this race? Who do you think's going to win? What's going to happen here?
Well, if you really want to win this race, you got to know this track. I think the most experienced drivers might win or have a shot, but we've seen some of the rookies get some pretty high positions and win. So I think for prediction, I think the 00 might win. Eat Tide Pods, kids. They're very delicious.
Drivers, start your engines!
As we just got the command there is, you know, you could be right. Alexander McSpeed's been having a pretty good season. Although the one thing to note is he is starting on the outside lane, which at this track might not be the greatest idea. For me, I'm going to go with a veteran driver, and the guy who actually won the previous race just about an hour ago. I believe that 12 car, Parker, gets it done. He's starting out back there on the inside, and he's already won a race here. He's got a pretty good car, and I think that 12 Parker gets it done today. As we're getting ready, 200 laps here at Bowman Gray, pace car pulls in, and we are under green. Jimmy Johnson leads the field into turn number 1, and Sam Blaney on the outside is going to try to make that pass and won't be able to. Jimmy Johnson pulls away. Quickly, that 88 of Emily Winters is going to close the door on that 59, going to jump to his inside, and Emily's going to take away second spot as we get down into turn number 1, starting lap number 2. You just see how quick these laps can fire off. We're already almost into lap number 3 as the 7 comes out of turn number 4 with that lead. Pretty sizable advantage here. You can see that 15 of Ben Pierce had a great start, and that 59 of Sam Blaney's falling. He gets the fall in line in 4th here. Didn't fall back as far as I think a lot of us thought he was. He runs the outside lane here, gets a little bit high, and that 13 of Matt Wynn almost got to put his nose in there. Won't be able to make that pass. The 6 of Pipestone Lazard gets to the inside of the 13's mistake, and he'll take over that 5th position from Matt Wynn, as Thomas Cassidy might try to follow him past the 13. Won't be able to, and the 13 will be able to hold 6th spot. There's the 8 of DNP getting under his teammate, and the 61 of Cole Mackmore right behind them, trying to make that pass. Now he's under that 54 of Joey Maddox, and there's that 00 of Alexander McSpeed we were talking about earlier. He's fallen back quite a bit since starting on that outside. You can see that 45 of James Youngman hops to the inside of Parker, and now trying to get to the inside of the 1. That 45 being aggressive really early. That might be a good idea, but we saw last season with Adrian Add being incredibly, so we got 3 wide back here, almost 4 wide, being incredibly aggressive last season. Adrian Add was, worked out his tires, used them up, and started falling back really quickly.
Yeah, sorry about my throat. Okay, after that long commentary, I think Jamie Johnson is splitting up from the pack quite quickly. That start has really put him in a good position.
Yeah, it's very apparent that clean air here is worth everything, as now he's almost 2 seconds ahead of that 88 of Emily Winters, and catching the 92 of Eskil Laukinen, who is trailing the back of the pack.
He's going to get some lapped cars. He might lap the entire field.
It wouldn't surprise me. That 7 has been strong all season long, and he will continue to be strong. That team has been really good. Although it's an independent team, we've seen crazy things happen. As now you see the 83 of Nyla O'Hare fall to last place. That 92 is finally starting to pick up some positions, but the 7 is coming, and these cars won't stay on the lead lap for very much longer. You see the 26 pull a crossover on that 92. What a move by Matthew Nye.
They're going to start panicking because they don't want to get lapped. If you're lapped in this race, there's a pretty small chance you're going to get back unlapped.
There goes Coaster. But the only thing about being the leader and catching lap traffic is these guys are so much slower than you are. You can just see the speed difference. And Emily Winters is going to be thanking these lap cars if the 7 doesn't get through him as he laps the 83 of Niall O'Hare rather quickly. That 61 of Maxwell couldn't follow D&P under his teammate Adrian Ad. As you can see, there's the 88 now closing the gap, gained almost a second that last lap to the 7 of Jimmy Johnson, and the 7 has now been put to the outside. Niall O'Hare is trying to get his lap back here, and Emily Winters is going to try to follow that 83 and maybe get by the 7.
We're going to have a lot of lapped cars in this race. We've already got Jimmy Johnson trying to get around DMP failure car, and it's just not working. Jimmy, he cannot find an opening in the car.
Yeah, it looked like Jimmy Johnson had almost checked out on the field. He was almost 2 seconds ahead of that 88 car, and that 2 seconds has been cut down to a mere 3/10. Now 4/10 of a second as the 92 falls back to last place, and the 7's going to try to look for a way to get around that 92. Here comes the 88 to the inside of that 7 car. Will she be able to take the lead? She looks to the inside, the 15 Ben Pierce looking with her, and she takes the lead and is clear of that 7 car going into turn number 3, trying to battle back on that outside lane, not able to, and that 88 of Emily Winters takes the lead 20 laps into this race. It's a really scary sight.
Scariest car of them all.
Ben Pierce does have a reputation of not braking every once in a while, so, you know, I'd be a little bit scary if you're Jimmy looking in his rear view mirror.
That car, I think I'm sorry. Alright. The DMP failure car gets passed up by the inside. I mean, who would I be even there? Who would I be getting that? So good.
I wonder if you're Jimmy, how your car is handling right now, because he's been up front all race. You can see the 88 of Emily Winters getting by the 92, putting him a lap down. And that 15 of Ben Pierce just passing for a second. Holy cow, the 13 of Mount Wynn really dove it down into turn number 3. Really wants to get by that 6. But look at Jimmy, man. He dominated the early portions of this race. But now it just doesn't look like he has the car. He's been passed by that 83 who's in dead last twice. You just got to wonder if they were anticipating staying in front all day, and maybe they're just too tight in traffic. So you can see the 13 of Matt Wynn trying to get under him, but there comes the 15 of Benjamin Pierce taking the lead off of Emily Winters. You'd think he'd like to stay behind her, but I guess not. He wants to lead here, and he makes that pass on the 88 out of turn number 2, and he is away with the lead.
You gotta think how these lap cars feel. They're running at the back of the pack. They're wanting to get to the front, and behind the front of the pack. You gotta think how these cars feel. Do they just give up, or do they try and defend and not get lapped and still try to win this race?
Well, if you're a car like the 83 or 92, you can see they're both really struggling. Now they're behind 2 leaders, and you see the 7 who makes his way back around that 13. They're struggling. There's not really much they can do, but if you're the 00 of Alexander McSpeed, who you had to win this race early in our earlier predictions, you just got to be wondering, you know, maybe he drives a little bit harder, or maybe he's not so patient for the cars ahead of him, like that 7 or for the 79 of Chip Ganassi or that 9 of Alexander Rossi. Thinks that maybe they're holding him up a little bit, and he sees that 15's in his mirror. If that 15 can get by the 27 of Carter Boyd, just got to wonder how he's going to react. Should be interesting.
You also got to wonder how the DMP failure car feels to know that they used to have the wrap on their car, but now it's gone because some kid stolen it and forgot to put it on.
Yeah, if you're Niall O'Hare, you got to be upset with your team here, because, like, you don't want to be driving a blank car as the stream freezes. There we go, we're back.
Yeah, if you win the race, everyone's like, so what is that sponsor again? I think it's of that movie or that song that nobody remembers. Alright.
Actually, I don't even know what the 83 sponsor is. He hasn't had a scheme all season. But here comes Emily Winters back. She's trying to battle back past that 15 of Ben Pierce, who took the lead from her about 5-6 laps ago. You you just gotta be thinking what she's thinking right now. Should I just follow this 15 car, or she takes that corner really wide, and here comes that 72. Oh my goodness, Ben way overdrives to number 3. Is he trying to get a run off the outside lane? That won't work. It's the 80.
Going to the outside, the outside. Jimmy John's got a little tap.
Run on the 2, and he's gonna retake second place. Maybe a second wind for this 7 car. He's figured out how to drive in traffic. That 88 got incredibly tight off of turn number 4, and that 7 is going to clear her off of 2. And look at the 15, man. He is driving the higher lane just like the 15. Or just like the 88, pardon me. It's the 7 slides.
I think the 7 has some tire issues. It does not look... I think what happened was Jimmy was using so much grip around those corners to try and keep his position, so he forgot about his tire wear. So I think it's starting to wear out.
But just look at the car ahead of him. The 27 of Carter Boyd was nearly in the wall off of turn number 2 over there. Is turn 2 really slick? You just gotta wonder. Here comes the 7 to the inside of the 15, and he's gonna get to that quarter panel side, draft it on down the back, and dive it into 3. And that 7 car, Jimmy Johnson, is going to retake the lead for the moment, and is going to clear him coming off of turn number 2.
Well, number 15, you should just go back to F1 where he belongs.
Ben Pierce took the lead from his crush, but lost the lead and is now going to lose second place to Emily Winters. You gotta think. Huh?
Okay. Sorry to cut you off.
It's okay. You just gotta wonder if these Fords are really struggling. We were talking about the manufacturers a lot lately, but it just seems like those Fords, we saw the 27 of Boyd slide, obviously we saw the 7 slide too. The 15 and 8 have been incredibly tight. Are all of the Fords running the same setup, and is it geared more to short runs, considering it's a short track? You'd think that would be smart, but right now all we're seeing is long runs, and will that benefit any other manufacturer?
You know, one car that I'm surprised hasn't been lapped yet, and he was near the back of the pack, is 79. 79 was near the back of the pack and was about to get lapped, but has somehow been able to make up positions. If you're stuck...
5 cars.
That car is not wanting to let go off the gas. If he sees a lapped car, he will push it. So...
Well, he's muted.
Yeah.
He's muted this whole time, and he left the call at one point, so I don't think he'll be able to. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Coaster's dead. He died.
Talking about that 79, he just got passed by the 45,
oh.
And we were talking about Alexander McSpeed, and yeah, he got by that 9 car. The 79 has got up through there. The 45 just made that was the 22 back there, not the 45. Holy cow. Waters nightmare. 38 of Jacoby Kingston. He had a strong first few races, but now has fallen back a little bit here at Bowman Gray. There's the 4 of Is Better. He started towards the front. He's really fallen off pace here a little bit. And there's the 28 of Light Yagami, the 20 of Kevin Bessard, who started pretty much last. I think he was in the second last row, making his way up there. If you look through the top 10 there, nothing's really changed. The 59 of Sam Blaney's dropped a couple spots. He started second. He's now back to 6th. 7 of Pipestone Lazard having another solid day. The 54 of Joey Maddox having a good day. And here comes the 15 back to the inside of that 88. And he's going to go for that pass. The only thing about Ben Pierce now is he's got to navigate his way around 2 lap cars. You can see the 00. He's going to get by that 79 going into turn number 3. And Emily Winters pulls a slide job on that, or almost pulls a slide job on that 15 crossover move. And she's going to retake second.
I have a pit question. How do you think these pit stops are going to go?
Hectic, just like they were last season. You might even see a wreck or 2 just trying to get back on the lead lap. You never know. That previously mentioned 79, who was doing such a good job to stay on the lead lap, just dropped like a rock, and now is diving under that 7. And he's going to get his lap back here. Will he be able to clear the 7? No, he won't. All this is doing is helping the lap cars behind him maybe get their lap back. They won't. The 7 is now clear off of turn number 2. He's not going to be happy with 79.
Jimmy's got to be furious. He just passed a lapped car to see that same lapped car go back in front of him and block his way.
We've seen that happen to Jimmy a couple times this race, especially noting Niall O'Hare, who I believe is basically in dead last. He's passed that 7 car 2 or 3 times, getting his lap back. Obviously now he's fallen back a little bit just due to lack of speed, but just keep that noted that 7 might not be as strong as we think, as we can see the 9 of Alexander Rossi trying to get his lap back, almost diving to the bottom, almost wrecking that 7 car. And then turn number 1 there's the 20 of Kevin Bassard battling the 26, the 38 of Jacoby Kingston just gets under the 28 of Leyagami, who's been falling back a little bit here. He just got passed by the previously mentioned He Was Better. And there's that 00. We got a caution on the racetrack, and it looks like going into turn number 1, we had a slow car.
Oh, it's a mega slowdown.
Looks like a... Oh, it might have even been that 78 of Adrian Ed. That's his name.
Could we rewind and see what just happened?
Yeah, it looks like a red car to me. Oh, and we got one peeling off into pit road. Who is that?
Freaking see.
His face? Oh, it's 7. Okay, that's stops.
I think there's a lot of cars trying to get in pits. That's a little bit too many, guys. Oh god, you guys might want to stop. Oh,
and the 83 of Niall O'Hare. He must have got forced into pit road. He's just gonna cut the wall and sneak right through back. Oh, he's in the wall, guys. The 83 of Niall O'Hare just hit that outside wall.
We call him the DMP failure.
Have you? Well, I mean, yeah. There's something happened in turn number 1, guys. I saw a really slow car.
Yeah.
That's where the caution comes out. I thought I saw someone really slow in turn number 1. I don't know who that was. Oh,
been like an engine failure.
Pipestone, Lazard, and DNP got together. Oh man, Pipestone got turned by the 45 of James Youngman, it looks like.
It wasn't anything to do with the first turn, it was the second turn that just went crazy.
Yeah, they're just really slow. 45 just misjudges his corner exit. The 6 is sliding, trying to save that thing. And at this point, there's no chance he's making the corner. He's just going straight. And DNP just gets absolutely taken out. Oh, goodness. That is not a good break for that 8 car. Head on to the outside wall.
Do you think these cars will be alive? Or do you think they're going to retire this race?
I think they'll be okay. The hits weren't that hard. And they're not as weak as Winterwolf. So we'll just have to... see here. But that is a rough lick for that 6. And the 8, oh, he hits the wall again. That's probably, oh, the 6 is there. That's probably what that slow up was from the 78 that I saw.
And they just, DMP is like, nah, if one goes down, you're all coming down with me. Just stops.
Yeah. DMP must have a lot of damage. There's the 83, Niall O'Hare, that I hit into a back of a car and goes spinning. I want to see what happened with O'Hare when he enters pit road. I don't know if he just got forced into pit road. Yeah, we are going one to green.
I want to try a boogity when we start.
Well, you kind of missed the start of the race.
Yeah, I did. I'm aware because you went crazy on commentary.
Well, they have 10 cars on the lead lap. Must have a lot of cars pitting.
Well,
this is going to shake up. Everything is... Go ahead, Chip.
All right, boogity. Let's go racing, boys.
Restarts to 7. Wow, he dives into 1. And the damaged 8 card was just no match for him. As Dim gets almost loose into turn number 3 there. As the 7 runs the absolute outside. And I think we got another caution. We got another...
Whoa, hold up. Whoa, oh my god. What just happened?
I don't know. I just saw the yellow flag waving. It appears to be something to do in turn number 1, maybe 2.
I think some car died. We may have a dead
car.
4
of you
never mind. They might make for a good thumbnail.
The other car shield car, the other half. Oh, he just hits the wall.
Hits the wall at way too much speed.
Misjudges it, and the 22 of Tavares is just like, yeah, get out of my way. He pushes on.
Move, mate. I've got a race to win.
It could have been a steering failure too.
If I had a horn, I'd beep it at you. He does like a 360, just continues racing. Yeah, guys, I don't know what you're talking about. I just had to do a little bit of drifting, and then just holds up Jimmy and all the other drivers.
Well, at this point, they're stuck behind the pace car, so there's not much they can do there. Niall O'Hare. See what happened to him on the last wreck here. Yeah, right here. Oh no, that wasn't it. Yeah, right here.
Oh my
Did you
god.
get stuck? Did you get stuck? Oh yeah. The 45 is
Don't do
trying to pit, and he gets forced into pit road here.
Don't do the hood cam. We'll see what happens.
Oh, and the one just turns on.
Oh.
Andy
One's
Cooley's trying to get into pit road.
just being impatient, man. These drivers do not want to let off the gas.
Yeah.
It's like when you
And,
first
yeah.
drive in NASCAR.
Oh, they're stuck on the wall here, and he just cuts to the grass. He says, yeah, screw this, man. I ain't going through pit road. So he just goes to the grass, and I believe he accelerates too much trying to get back on the racetrack and hits the outside wall.
He's like, screw it, my car's already damaged.
I don't know if that's legal. That might have to be reviewed by NASCAR. And look at this, hits the gas, and boom. Right into the outside wall for the 83 of O'Hare, who's just had a rough race. Not only was he the worst car, he just wrecks himself all the time.
He's had DMP's failure, and he's also had this bad of a race.
Mm-hmm.
I think DMP's done this on purpose. He knows
DMP
DMP
will get a restart.
Yeah,
He will not.
Shouldn't we be fast forwarding? You already saw this, or have we not?
No, this is the next restart. This is live.
Yeah.
DMP gets a really good restart here, and he's gonna pull ahead of that 7. And here comes his teammate Adrian Add to the bottom. And will this just be a train of lap cars getting by this 7 of Jimmy Johnson? We previously mentioned that 83 had passed him a couple times to get his lap back. Well, these cars are stronger than that 83. As the 12 pulls a crossover move on that 15. Oh my goodness, DNP.
I told you!
Oh!
Whoa!
There's Niall O'Hare again.
I think
My goodness.
we really need damage. You've ruined this for us.
He pulled it into pit road.
I think DMP took away Niall's paint job on purpose so nobody would know that this is him crashing.
He just pulls into pit road, takes a quick pit stop. Why not? You're already a couple laps down, dead last.
This is not
Pulls
his
over right
race.
next to the leaders. There's a gas and go here for O'Hare. Yep, gas and go. Late 83 car. And as he's pulling out of pit road, when does he gas it? Right here, just gasses it, tries to go to pit road. Hello! Man, he was really lucky to make it out of pit road right there.
And Jimmy just gets holded up.
And the 12 got by that 7. That's 4 lap cars that got back ahead. Well, 3. O'Hare came out of pit road. 3 lap cars that pulled ahead of that 7 car.
Person that is totally not DMP, maybe see the bottom bracket for the under top 10 drivers. Or over top 10, sorry.
Talking about the scoreboard. Okay, Tim says no. So, Jimmy Johnson continues to lead, followed by the 15 of Ben Pierce, the 88 of Emily Winters, the 61 of Cole Maxwell's gotten up to a 4th after starting somewhat towards the back. The 59 of Sam Blaney having a relatively good day, starting 2nd, still running in the top 5 here. 45 of James Youngman running 6th. Actually, Andy Cooley just passed that 45 for 6th. And the 13 is going to try to follow that one car under him. And then the 54 of Joey Maddox is the car behind the 13. As the 13 of Matt Wynn looks to the inside, we got 3 wide.
3 wide.
Thomas Cassidy stuck his nose in there, wasn't able to stick. But he's going to get by that 38 anyway. And here we go again, almost 3 wide. 3 wide again with the 45. Contact. They all save it. The 45 gets the run off of turn number 4. And they're 3 wide again. Sam Blaney, Andy Cooley, 13 of Matt Wynn. Okay, something's not gonna work here. Yep, there you go, Cooley. Oh my goodness.
It's a drag race.
Cooley's not giving up, and now he has to.
Guys, I know you want to win the race, but 3 wide is not the answer. We don't need dead people, although we can't have any dead people because DMP didn't turn on damage. losing the race.
Anyway. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's beneficial to all these drivers, because if they were to wreck out, then no points for them anyway, so it'd just be a waste of money coming to this race.
I must ask, when is next race?
Next race will be, I don't know, because we don't actually have a Sunday. Okay, we don't have a set date. Soon. Put it that way, soon. Our next race is at Richmond International Raceway. As the 44 gets insanely not well number 4. Stand for 10 days from now is our next sim race. You can see the 7 of Jimmy Johnson once again catching the back of the field, looking under the 27 of Carter Boyd. As you can see, the 15 of Ben Pierce has been catching that 7 lap by lap. Probably has something to do with the lapped traffic, although he is on the inside, the preferred lane here.
I can't tell who's lapped and who isn't because damn people put down the car.
Well, and pretty much everyone outside the top 10 is lapped. That's fastest lap. That's not race laps. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Only 11 cars left on the lead lap. But if we take a look at the times here, you can see the 15 is a second and a half behind. The 88 is 2.2 behind, and then you get to the 61, who's almost 6.5 seconds behind, 4 seconds behind these two right here, battling it out. Ben Pye enjoying every last moment of this.
We might have a wreck.
As Emily is on the inside lap 15, and the 7 might get stuck on the outside here. Do you think the 12 of Parker is going to dive into the corner?
Oh my god.
He might have tried. No, didn't. And it didn't stick. That 7 is going to be clearing away past that 12 car. 88 of Winters dives it in on the 27. It's going to put a little bit of a gap between her and the 15 as the 7 slides up the racetrack, and here comes the 12. And the 12 will be diving to the inside of the 7. Jimmy goes way up the racetrack. And here comes Emily Winters.
Jimmy does some Tokyo Drift and then remember.
Winters runs a higher line in the 15 of Ben Pierce. Looking no, the 27 of Carter Boyd says, no sir, Bob, Ben Pye. You are not making that happen. And that puts a car length in between the 88 and the 15 as the 7 gets back to the inside and dives under the 44. Damon Fenton puts a lap car between him, the 7 and the 88 as Damon Fenton looks back to the inside of the 7. Did not like how he got lapped. Jimmy must be upset with all these lap cars racing them hard. None of these lap cars are letting them go.
No. They are trying to get on lap. They're trying hard.
As Jimmy's about to be coming up to the guys that he's about to be putting 1 lap down, I believe the 78 is the first car, or last car on the lead lap, I should say.
Might get to 50% of this race without anybody dying.
Oh, 12 is, so he's basically already out. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's the 27 of Carter Boyd right behind the 7 looking to get unlapped. As you can see, the 15 of Ben Peters making a push on the 88 of Emily Winters. Once again, these two have been battling it out all race, and Jimmy behind him is enjoying every moment of it. But he can't enjoy it for too long. The 27 of Carter Boyd trying to get his lap back, and that's going to help the 15 and the 88, who's just behind him. They were almost 2 seconds behind them, or behind that 7 car, but now have cut the lead down to under a second. Probably around half a second. Yeah, under half a second.
With other races, when you get lapped, there's no chance of getting up back. This race, if you get lapped, you've got a pretty big chance of getting unlapped and back into the lead laps.
That is correct. And the 88 of Emily Winters dives deep under lap 15, trying to get that second spot back. These two are teammates, and they're racing so hard trying to get second. Jimmy's the one who gets up to Jimmy once again, trying to take that lead. The 7 gets by the 27 once again, and is now getting up to the 12. Parker, who is currently on the lead lap and is now not on the lead lap. He's 1 lap down.
I'm just thinking of you saying these words in...
What?
I'm just thinking, because what you're saying, just, never mind. You know what? We're not going to have this talk. We'll have it later.
Okay. Jimmy Johnson focusing forward. He sees the 44 of Damon Fenton right in front of him. And now he's got a little bit of a gap to Emily Winters back there, as Emily made a gap for herself to the 15 of Ben Pierce as well. The 9 of Alexander Rossi getting by that 15. The 6 of Pipestone was for a moment, and 15 gets back around that 6. See the 61 of Cole Maxwell closing. He was over 4.5 seconds behind the 7, and has now cut it down to 3.48, now 3.5 seconds behind that 7 car, who's now been stuck to the outside. Carter Boyd diving back to the inside. 20 of Kevin Bessard, and the 26 of Matthew Nile getting under that 61. Neither are for position, but the car behind that 26, the 59 of Sam Blaney, that is for position. Sam Blaney currently running in 5th place, trying to track down that 61. You know, the 15, he's still stuck behind that 9 and the 12. The 88's got a little bit of a wall behind her there, making sure that 15 won't get, making sure the 15 won't get back around her, as she's trying to track down the 7 of Jimmy Johnson, just like she has been trying all race. Yeah, he'll bump her really, really hard.
Do you think we're gonna have any more pits today, or do you think that's it?
Oh, I think they're definitely going to have to pit. I mean, they pitted at lap 80 around there, so it's been 40 laps. They'll probably have to pit around lap 150 again.
We've already got the blue failure pitting twice.
2 or 3 times, yeah. As we've already reached halfway, this race has gone incredibly quick. As we've achieved lap 114, you can see the 8 of DNP_10. He dropped a position to that 78. I believe he's fallen back to about 11th or 12th. I believe that is for position, though, by that 51. Yes, it is. He's gotten back to 11th. So Kobe Kingston's the next car in front of him, but the next car in front of him for position is 3 cars ahead of him, and that's that 78 of Adrian Add.
Am I the only one that just got the screen cut out, or is my...
Yeah, it's just you.
Oh.
I'm still fine.
I'm watching on YouTube too, fine.
At 83 of Niall O'Hare, still struggling mid-pack, just hasn't been able to do much. You can see the 59 of Sam Blaney has gotten around that 61 of Cole McElmoyle. The 24 car is not for position, but that 13 behind him is. That is the battle for 5th place right now. 59 made quick work of that 61, because he's had time to do that, and he's gotten around the 2 cars ahead of that 61. Incredibly quick. The 7, his lead is starting to close. The 88 is now only 7/10 behind their race leader, Jimmy Johnson. 27 of Carter Boyd got back around the 7 of Jimmy Johnson, and Emily Winters has closed that gap down to 6/10, now back up to 7/10. Jimmy using maybe a little bit of the draft from the 27. Down the straightaway, he goes really wide, and the 88's going to have the chance. Tried to stick her nose down in there, didn't quite work. She gains over half a second right there, and now she's almost right to the back bumper of that 7. She goes high. Runs a little bit wide. Maybe the draft was too much for her down the back stretch, and she drops 4/10. She gained 5, lost 4. So she's still in it, but it's going to be incredibly hard to pass that 7, as it has been all season long. We can hear you, Chip. We can hear you.
Cole sent me a message. I don't know what's happened.
The 7 of Jimmy Johnson still in the lead. His gap has been maintained to the 88, still around 6/10. At this point, I don't think he's really trying to catch the cars in front of him. He's just trying to maintain gap between himself and Emily Winters behind him. That would be Jimmy Johnson. That'd be his 3rd win this season? Third win? Second? Oh, that's right, because he had that incredibly close finish with Alexander Rossi at Atlanta. As he runs just a little bit wide, that's going to help that 88 get back. Oh, we got a wreck in front of him. The 54 of Joey Maddox is around. The 4 of He Was Better is involved, and I do believe the caution is out. And yes, it is. Caution lights are on as the 54 nearly runs over the 6. The 4 of Mew is better, and the 54 of Joey Maddox get together. Is the 51 and 27 get into it a little bit. There's the 15 of Ben Pierce is stuck behind the 9 and the 4. I have to see what happened there. I do believe it was just, yeah, the 54 just, oh, there were 3 wide, I see. The 44 was just 3 wide inside, just pushed that 54 car up to the 4. We'll have to see after 4. Yeah, he just gasses it too quickly, doesn't leave any room for the 54, puts the 4 on the wall, 54 on the wall, and that's just an awkward angle for 2 cars to come together against the wall, and around goes the Oreos machine of Joey Maddox. Close call for your leaders. We were on board with the 88, and that happened right in front of her. Really close call for that 7 of Jimmy Johnson. That literally happened right in front of him. That must have been a little bit nerve-wracking. And then this was nerve-wracking. Everyone's checking up, and leaders just say, screw it, we're going through the grass. Doing
if I were a leader, I'd be doing that too.
Yeah, just
there's nothing really else you can do.
Yeah,
because if you go around the track, you're just going to lose a few spots.
Yeah.
Behind you're going to be on the grass.
What did I miss?
Wreck.
Oh, God damn it!
Oh, there goes PG. The 54 car. So, just to recap, the 54 car went around off of the nose of the 4 of Mew is better after the 54 got pinched up the racetrack from the 44 of Demon Fenton, who just over-accelerated a little bit, got tight off of 4, and they just came together in an awkward angle, and the 54 went around.
That ain't good.
Will the leaders pit? They won't. We'll have to see if they'll pit.
There's a chance of it.
Yeah, they might think that they can make it. There's only 70 laps to go in this race. I don't think they can go the rest of the way, but we'll have to take their word for it.
Judging by last race in that wreck with Winter Wolf, I think they will not be continuing, as that was his second crash. As
there's no damage.
There is no damage. Okay, wow.
Dimp is stupid. There we go. They're coming back to green, and the 7 of Jimmy Johnson leads the way. The 9 of Alexander Rossi did not get the restart he was looking for. We're back under green here from Bowman Gray.
I also watched the stream. I've had a small realization. My quality is not bad, but you can barely hear me in the stream.
DMP just has your user volume turned down, that's all. Anyways.
DMP.
I think it is user volume because I have chip. Yeah, I have chip and younger.
Should I change microphones?
No, you're fine. You're really loud for me.
I'm
no,
using...
you're right. Anyways, back in the green, you see the 59 dive under the 15. That's for 3rd place. And he's going to make that pass. There's a 79 Chip Ganassi, a lap car right behind that 59. And the 59 is going to be looking under the 88 of Emily Winters here, maybe. No, he will not. He's not going to be able to make it. There is the 79 diving back into turn number 1. He's going to get under that 59 of Sam Blaney. And the 26 is going to follow suit. And will this help the 15 right behind him? Or will that 28 Light Yagami also follow suit under that 15? He will not. The 15 will not be able to capitalize. This is helping the 7, but at the same time, the 88 is also stuck on the outside car, or on the outside lane.
I think the 88 just tapped the wall.
Yeah, that 7 is checked out. Not only does he have clean air, he's got probably 2 or 3 seconds to the 27 of Carter Boyd. He won't catch them for a couple laps, along with everyone else that's stuck in lap traffic. The 59 has just passed for 2nd place, and the 88 and the 59 are still battling. Must have been a little crossover move there. The 88 and 59 are just coming across the line, and the 7's already entering 3.
We got some slow motion action by Builder. Well, I don't want to watch this. I'm going to turn away. Nope, I'm turning away now. Okay.
And there is your 2nd place car, the 88 of Emily Winters, just past the center of your screen.
Just did it, okay, guys? It's mind-blowing. It has never happened before. Yeah, it's happened before.
Bye-bye. As I remove him from the call. The 88 of Emily Winters currently running second place. The 13 of Matt Wynn got around that 59 of Sam Blaney. And Matt Wynn will take over the third position for the first time today. Matt Wynn, I don't think he's been this far up in the running order. You just got to wonder how his car is going to handle. Obviously, he's still in traffic, but, you know, as you still got to get by that 88 of Emily Winters to have any hope of this race. As he's looking under that 88, and now they're going to be almost 7 seconds behind their leader. They are. They're 8 seconds behind the leader. Or does that say 6? The quality's trash. 6? Okay, I thought it was 8. The quality just died as soon as they crossed the line. I couldn't really tell.
Can I just add, a quick question, was I kicked or did I have...
Yeah, I just put you into general.
Wow.
Sarcasm was too much for the moment. See, 7, yeah, our leader's gotten into traffic, but the more he laps these cars, that's just the more cars Winters and Wynn are going to have to pass. The 9's in the wall. Contact! There goes the 54. Maddox, what a save! Joey Maddox again gets into it on the front stretch. An incident from going 3 wide. I don't think there's a caution on the racetrack. I believe we remain green, and we do. What a save by that 54. The 9 and 6 got into it, and the 54 was just an innocent bystander. The 7, again, another close call with lappers, as we are down to 51 laps to go.
We might see some pitting cars, hopefully.
We might see, yeah. 7. We might see the 7 have to pull off into pit road, and what a catastrophe it would be if he got spun out coming into pit road, because the lap cars behind him didn't know he was slowing down.
Oh. Number 7 gets shoved to the outside.
And Nina Rossi trying to take one of his laps back. I believe he's multiple laps down. I believe he just avoided going 2 laps down.
Numerous laps. 36.
This is the 54 Joey Maddox. If DMP remembered to put damage on, he would not be still as strong as he is. He's going to get his lap back, and these 3 were the 3 that got into it just a little bit ago, the 9, the 54, and the 6, and all 3 of them are going to get one of the laps back. And while all this is happening, remember that 88 was about 6 seconds back. Look at her now.
Oh my.
2.5.
She's getting a lot closer with these drafts. Happened? Did you lose the race?
Okay, good. Did your internet die for a minute there?
Guess who's back?
Oh, no.
Oh. Guess who's back again. DMP's back. Tell the stream.
No, just do the last 50 laps. We'll just take the order and just do the last 50 laps, everyone on the lead lap. Well, we'll just go back to the stream. Go back to the stream in the last point where we saw everyone.
Oh, that's gonna annoy me because I was almost unlapped as well.
No. I know what 1 to 10 was.
Yeah, so do I.
I couldn't. Oh, no. I mean, everyone was numerous laps down.
I think you just end it.
I feel like we just gotta have a 50-lap shootout. We'll have the top 10 as the top 10. I'm trying to explain that. Just have the top 10 as the top 10 and just randomize everyone else. I don't know. There's no way we can do it.
unlap everybody, I guess, considering, you know.
I mean, we can't really put them laps down though.
Yeah,
We
but
could.
it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
that.
fair on the drivers, because some of the drivers were going to get an unlap.
Yeah, rain delay.
Right?
The 88 was catching, but I don't know if she would have been able to pass. She hasn't been able to pass all day. Oh, Jimmy basically led every lap by like 4.
Yeah.
So.
I would say, yeah.
I think we should do a 50 lap shootout.
We need to have damage on.
So yeah, we should have damage on definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, but I feel like we need to have it on and up the like aggressiveness or something.
should we?
I know. No, I'm just
Should
saying
we-
up it because like it's 50 to go. It's maxed out. What about the strength? Wasn't that 105 or was it at 110? Oh shoot! So there's nothing we can do. Okay, never mind that.
Should we we can either go in announcements and let the people decide whether they just want to be doing the last 50 laps randomized or just end it in the positions that we have.
I think we can predict what those say.
Whoa. Let's see. When was the last time, or how long ago was the last time? Let's go back to the last scoring loop, effectively.
I wasn't
How
sure
many
about that.
laps? Because I doubt that many positions have changed.
I believe, if I can remember where I was in that
Because I
race.
did look quite recently down past the top. I could show you, I think, a lot of laps have passed since that point.
But not a lot of passing does happen. That's the thing, though.
Fair. Yeah, well,
Especially
but
on
I
this
did.
track.
What should we do?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna go in. Continue.
We know Jim's first. We know Winter's second. If we're gonna do the 50
Winters,
laps.
yeah. And then I believe the 13 was third. Ben was fourth.
Drivers,
I think
the
59 was fourth. Ben was fifth. I was sixth.
If it matters, I was
45 was
16.
7th.
Well, what I think we
78 was 8th. The
well,
1
we
is
should
9th,
do
and then
at
the
least
51 is
put
10th.
everybody on the lead lap who's on the lead lap.
Yeah, but how are we going to put everyone else on lap down?
Well, just start them. Actually, no.
If it
Basically,
helps.
put the top 13 in the top 13 because that's.
Mm-hmm.
I had a
Where
feeling.
the heck did I'm gonna have to. I'm looking at the replay right now to see where we are for scoring.
DMP, I must ask, are you drunk while doing this? Are you drunk?
He's a Christian.
Drink.
That's
We have to remember DMP's PG, so he doesn't drink.
Dimp is Christian as hell. He isn't going to do anything.
Yeah.
Remember that for each race when they crash.
Nothing wrong with that, though.
I had a feeling as well, because I was catching up to Jimmy. I'm pretty sure I would have unlapped myself in that race.
I think at that point you're already like 2 down.
This is gonna change a lot of things, especially for that 7 car. They changed a ton. Because everybody's gonna be back on the lead lap now.
I mean,
but I'm looking, because I know close to when that caution, because there was a caution that came out when you guys died.
When I died.
Well, no, everybody died there and that's why I clicked off, because I didn't hear build.
Yeah, your Discord froze.
That was easy.
Really?
It's needed in this moment of need. Should we just... We could restart...
I'm literally looking at the race right now, because I'm pretty sure at some point before the caution came out, I went down in the standings, but apparently not.
We really need to change sim games. If there even is another NASCAR sim game.
No.
There probably won't be. The next one will be iRacing, but no.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, so granted, things may have obviously changed, but cars that were so the last 3 cars that were on the lead lap were the 8, and I think that's the 9. Yeah, the 9 and the 54. So it was 8, 9, 54 at the time, and then the was.
Oh, okay, you're still
At the time
streaming.
of that look, I'm gonna put it back to normal speed so that I can see what goes on here. So the look that I had was lap 53 or 153, and that shows. So I think we just go from 153 because we get 1 through 19 there. And then the caution literally comes out the next lap. So I'm going to put the quality up so that I can actually see the standings. Playback speed to 0.25.
Okay, I'm back. So do we know what we're doing?
Yeah, we're gonna restart this thing.
What, the entire race?
We're not gonna restart the entire race. We're gonna go from the last time that I looked through the top 19. So the top 19 will be correct, and the last 10, yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting my... Oh, God. Sorry. God damn it. Technical difficulties. Ah. Hold on. Can't hear anything. Don't have my headphones in.
I'm getting screenshots right now of what the running order was.
Alright. Are you okay, baby?
So we're taking it from 50 to go?
A little past 50 to go.
47.
Yeah, it was 47 to go and a caution came out.
Okay.
So this will just basically be that restart. I guess we're kind of under red flag conditions right now.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what the running order was.
Because I might as well just tell you what happened. I went to get my kitten out of he was gonna step over the keyboard and stuff. And because I had my headphones on, I got stuck on the cord. Tried to shut the door and I shut my kitten's paw.
The running order doesn't actually even change. I don't think the running order even changed.
So I opened the door and now I can't let him out because he's just sitting on my lap.
And the caution came out. 79 was still a lap down. And actually, the 9 had gone a lap down as well.
Did everybody die?
So, the running order for the top 19. We're just going to do 50 to go because we'll add 3 laps just because it makes things easier. Because I don't think I can change the schedule now. So first right now is Jimmy Johnson. Second is the 88 of Emily Winters. Third right now, the 13. That is... Where is he? At Win. Where's the 13? Am I stupid? There's 28 drivers, and I should be able to see where this 13 car is. But apparently I can't. Where the heck is the 13? Did I accidentally...
The good news is no one's watching the stream right now, so it's not like awkward. YouTube, that is.
Oh, shoot. Hold on. I had 15 drivers activated for that. I had 1 driver too many activated when we initially started. So I need to check the finish of the open, or the, who's... So, who is not, did not start? Extended red flag here. Who did not start the race? Sorry. So the initial starting order was 7:59, 88, 24:15, 4, 13, 78, 6, 00, 6, 26, 54, 22, 1, 2012. This is a 20. 28, 8. There's a car in here that's not. There's a car in here that didn't actually. Oh. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Alrighty, so. make sure that I didn't accidentally activate the one. Oh, why? Quote unquote qualified then. That's weird. Cause that's the team car. I have Sam Laney selected twice. That's why they're 28 or 29 active. We'll be getting back to live very soon.
Drivers, to your
I'm
cars.
just gonna have to set up this race again. And we're gonna go from the top 19 is really all that we're gonna care about. So here are the top 7. Jimmy Johnson is in first, or the top 10. Jimmy Johnson first, Emily Winters second, third place right now is Matt Wynn. Fourth place is Builder, or no, Sam Blaney.
I'm in like 8th.
Fifth place is the 15, Ben Pierce. Sixth was that 61. Seventh place was Andy Cooley in the 1. Eighth place, the 78 of Adrian Add.
We have not started without you yet, no.
Did I
So-
somehow screw up where's the 78 of Add? Oh, there he is. Add is in 8th. 9th was the 51 of Max Weisner. And 10th was the 45 of James Youngman. Then running in 11th was the 8 of DNP_10. And 12th, the 9 of Alexander Rossi. Who is there? Alexander Rossi. 13th, the 54 of Joey Maddox. 14th was the 6. 15th was the 12. 12 was 15th. 16th was the 79 of Chip Ganassi. One lap down. 17th was the 26 of Matt Nile. 18th was the 28 of Light Yagami. And 19th was... Wait a minute. Yeah, 19th was Speed. That means I did something wrong.
Shocker.
51 was... Oh, 51. Put the 51 in 9th. That's what I did wrong. Light Yagami, 18th, Speed, 19th, and 20th was the 24, and then from there we don't really know what the running order was. So,
That's fine, just keep it random.
Where do you think the 20 was?
20 was in one of the last couple spots. He wasn't up there very far.
Okay. What about Niall O'Hare?
He was dead last.
Okay. Damian Fenton?
Damon Fenton was within the first couple spots, I believe.
Okay.
Or not like up in the top 10, but like he was in like maybe 15th or something like that.
I've filled out 1 through 19.
Okay, then maybe he's like 22nd then.
Okay. Carlos Tavares?
Sorry, Carlos Tavares.
Yeah.
He was probably right behind.
Yeah.
Ben.
And then Mia's better. Oh well, Mia's better got caught up in the wreck. Those two got. I think the 22 and the 4 got caught up in the wreck.
Yeah.
So maybe we put those two to the back.
Towards the back, yeah. They would be towards the back if they wrecked together.
Yeah, and then. So look, we're basically doing what real NASCAR does. LOL. This is what real NASCAR does when they have a race end under caution, because they have to go back and view the scoring loops.
Yeah, you guys think NASCAR is fun when you watch the cars go around? This is what we really have to do with outside of the races that you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
153, they all cross. And then it's the 6 gets punted. And oh no, it's the 6 and the 4.
Oh, it involved the 4, so the 4's been involved in 3 wrecks. So
Pipestone should probably but Pipestone didn't get passed by anybody.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, he did. 12 passed him. 12 passed both him and the 9.
Okay.
And then the 54 was at 12. So those guys lose a couple. And I think. Yeah, cause of caution, me and the 6. They didn't really lose terribly much. But yeah. 54 still had 12. So we'll just go with this. So actually 79 passed the 6 as well.
Wait, did I?
Yep. Yeah. And the rest of the field. So that's where we'll put it. That's where that's the order we'll restart the field with. No, I don't want to close OBS. Let's get back into the game. Let's continue this stream. Sorry for the delay, guys.
We back, baby. We back.
Although we've been streaming the entire time, everyone had to watch that.
Well, no one's really watching.
Yeah, people just got lost interest.
Well, no one. We didn't really link it and didn't tag everyone, so I don't think anyone really knows it's on right now.
No.
So we know for a fact that the 7 got the most laps led. That's not gonna be a question.
Yeah.
No.
It'll be 50 laps to go.
And there's only been 3 cars.
On 1 times pit stop frequency.
Stop frequency is fun.
And yeah, I did have damage off for some weird reason.
Again.
So yes, let's resume the saved race from where we were.
Where we left off.
It'll be 50 to go. And yes, the scoreboard's gonna say 50 to go because, yeah.
That's okay.
To your cars.
Let's just start the race and not get on with who's and who.
Yeah, we all know where we are. Everyone back on the lead lap, though. That's the only thing.
That's the one thing, which actually
it makes it interesting.
That actually might make things interesting.
It might, because if that 7 makes a slip up like he was throughout the race,
yeah,
might see something like the 13, maybe even the 1 of Cooley get into it, you know?
And the other thing too, we saw a wreck in the open.
Yeah.
And if that happens, if we get any wrecks in this, those cars are not going to finish this race.
Absolutely not.
And imagine if the 7 were to not finish.
That would be incredible.
You'd at least have the bonus points, but...
Here we are. We're coming back to green. Pace cars in. And the 7 brings us back into turn number 1. The 88 does not like where she restarted, as the 13 is going to be looking to the inside of the 88, maybe trying to get into turn number 3. As he does, he gets the nose in there, and the 7 is going to pull away a little bit from the rest of this pack. The one thing that did help these drivers, and now they all got fresh tires, they all got fuel, so maybe that red flag helped all of them. Maybe some of them adjusted on their cars, but those cars that restarted this race on the outside lane are not liking, or will not like where they finish up in this race.
The only problem is this is what happened exactly in the last race. The 7 got far away from the pack, but then because he was going so fast, got held up by traffic. So let's hope the 7 learns from his mistakes and, to say this in a moderate way, eases on the throttle a little bit.
I doubt it. That's not how Jimmy Johnson works. He's gonna go as fast as he possibly can around this place. He's trying to maintain gap from around 13, but trying to maintain gap from the 13, who's one of the fastest cars here, and he has been throughout the majority of the day. You know, you're gonna catch the lap cars relatively quickly, because that 83 of Niall O'Hare has been struggling. And there he is now. He has a paint scheme in his car. His team finally got the wrap and put it on that thing. But they'll end up catching that 83 relatively quickly. And the 7's just got to hope that he can get through lap traffic, because if he can't, that 13 is going to be on his bumper in no time. Don't forget to change the scoreboard to the top. There you go. As you can see, him trying to maintain gap for the 13 and the 88. Look at that. They're already with the
lap traffic. Oh, no. Or almost be lap traffic, sorry.
So we're coming down to it. 43 to go? 44? Yeah, 40. No. 43, yeah, 43. 43 to go here from Bowman Gray. As you can see, these guys are going 3 wide up here. And this is what the 7 is seeing. All these guys are getting every last position. The blessing that now they're all back on the lead lap. Now they're all battling. Obviously, the 7's going to catch them. But they're just trying to get every last position they possibly can. And Jimmy Johnson is catching them quickly. And this is exactly what Matt Wynn wants to see. He catches lap traffic. He's going to be right on the back bumper of the 7 car in absolutely no time. And it's not even just the 13 of Matt Wynn. Sorry for cutting you off there. I didn't realize you were going to... It's not even the 13 of Matt Wynn. It's the 88, too. The 88 knows that the 13 also gets held up. I mean, she's right back in this thing. Same with Ben Pierce, but he's another second behind that 88.
Ooh, and the number 7 catching up to the 79. The 79 had a good position, but just couldn't keep the positions. He got locked out to the outside. As the number 7 goes into the inside, he passes the number 79 going into the lap area of the scoreboard. This is not going to end up well. The 79's points.
Well, it's just what the 7 needs. He needs to lap every single car he possibly can. If he gets blocked at 13, he's going to hope that 13 can't get by the 79, but if he does, he's got to hope these lap cars aren't battling, of which you see right now they are. There's no way he's going to make a pass right here, because the 38 and 92 are side by side, and forcing it 3 wide might even cause a caution. If he does that, he might even be in, and here they go. Almost 3 wide with the 38 Jacoby Kingston. If he's going to get stuck to the outside with Chip Ganassi on the bottom, and there's the 13 and Matt Wynn. This is what we were talking about. 35 laps to go, and Matt Wynn is right there, so is Emily Winters. Emily Winters is looking to the inside of the 13. She will not be denied.
We're getting a very big glass of tea right here.
Here comes Winters, looking to the inside of that 7. Jimmy Johnson been dominant all day. Will lap cars completely end his chances of winning this thing? As the 88 of Emily Winters is right on his back bumper. Every time she gets there, she ends up running the higher lane, and there it is. She runs the higher lane, overdrives the corner, and now she's got to go and catch that 7 once again. And now the 15 of Ben Pierce right on her back bumper, not where she wants it.
The Red Bull did not like my comment about how he should go back to F1. He is not happy. He is trying as hard as he can to win it over there.
Ben Pierce, out of nowhere, takes second place away, and now he's right on the back bumper of the 7 almost. He's just got to hope that 7 gets held up, and knowing that, he'll dive it into one of these corners. And even if he takes out that 7, as long as he wins the race, that's all he's worried about. See, right there, he dove it under that 38, knowing he did not have that much of a gap. He didn't have time to let 38 hold him up. The 83 of Niall O'Hare lets that 15 go, a lot of these lap cars are being courteous. They are allowing these leaders to go around them. But that 79 of Chip Ganassi did not allow the 7 by him last time. So you never know. The 15 of Ben Pierce right there. You see the 59 of Sam Blaney getting up to 3rd, passing that 88 car. But this is the battle for the race win. Under 30 to go.
That it didn't have enough space. Ben Pierce looked like he was going to about to full throttle into the front. He just didn't have enough space to get it.
Ben's just got to run the bottom. If he does, he's just going to force the 7 into making mistakes. If the 7 does not make a mistake, fair enough, well raced, 7's going to win. The 15 does not have to do anything crazy. Caution's out, guys. We got a
caution. What happened? Got a small problem up ahead. Whoa!
Oh, hello.
Pace car being a little bit impatient. Come on, dude, calm down.
We have problems somewhere on this racetrack. I presume it was in turn 3 and 4.
Oh my god, we've got very held up traffic.
Looks like the 407 on a weekday. Hello. We just got to see what's going on here.
The pace car started this caution. He crashed about 7 other cars.
I think it's something in turn 3 and 4 because we don't. That is off of the corner. So right there, the caution is out. I have to see. Yep, 3 and 4. The 88 of Emily Winters.
Emily had a good
There's a
start
problem
as
with the
well.
26. Looks like there might have been problems behind them too. Yeah, it's the 13. Andy Cooley once again. We saw this earlier. Cooley overdrove the corner and hit the 6, of which caused DNP to spin. But this time he hits the 13. And now damage is on, so that's going to maybe not end the day, but end the chances of Matt Wynn. Alexander Rossi's up there now.
You couldn't, Emily. And Emily
sideways.
Was held up in the pack.
T-bones the 9, and there's the 88 getting into it. What happened to the 26? The 26 got into it. Oh, he just loses it.
Kmart, realizing that his sponsor is going to be lost, tries to do some Tokyo drifting to earn that money.
End of the wall. He just loses it.
I think he was trying to check up.
Yeah, locked up the brakes.
What's happening here?
Yeah.
He clearly can see the wreck ahead of him.
Yeah. Just maybe locked up the tires, wasn't it? Or hit the brakes too hard.
Honestly sees the wreck happening ahead of him. Let's see.
Rewind this. Yeah.
Oh, he just doesn't get checked up enough. He wasn't going to make that corner anyway. The 88's got huge damage. That's going to be the end of her chances of winning this thing. The 13 has major.
83 all lap down.
Maybe we'll get
on the racetrack. There's the 88.
Oh yeah, there's no way they're going to give up those positions, but at the same time, there's no way they're going to.
I think the 13's still up here in the top 10.
We're getting ready to go back to green. 7 to Jimmy Johnson and green flag. The 38. Jacoby Kingston got a great restart. Will that allow any one of these leaders to get under them? Sam Blaney will be the first car on the inside. Maybe not. That's DNP. Sam Blaney is going to block, it looks like. If the 45 can get by, yeah, the 59. Sam Blaney.
Johnson is losing his lead. That's not good.
Oh, here's Nilo Air. Will he dive? He does. Sam Blaney might take the lead off of turn number 4. Here he comes. Sam Blaney for the race. To the inside. DNP. Ben Pierce right behind that 59. Sam Blaney, your new leader from Bowman Gray. Will Ben dive it in? Blaney tries to dive it under the 83 and he can't. The 3 wide. The 15 is here goes the 24. Oh my god. DNP forcing the 3 wide. He's in the grass. Gentlemen, under both of those guys, and the 7's going to lose many positions. Will DNP or Ben Pierce be able to get up to the 59 of Sam Blaney, or will Sam Blaney win his first career Southwest NASCAR Series race?
Jimmy Johnson is not having a good race at all. He was leading most of this race, and then that caution comes out and just ruins it for him. But he gets back on the inside of Ben Pierce. Can he get back to his lead?
15 laps to go, and the 8, for the first time today, we see him competitive. But the 8's got to get by the 83. If he can't, there's no way he's going to get to Sam Blaney. No chance. But the 7 isn't giving up either. He's still right there.
That 7 never gives up.
Look at the 13. He's still somewhat competitive. He just got passed, but he got forced to the outside there.
I think the Magnum is getting over to some almost lap traffic.
The 8 really overdrove turn 3 and 4. As you can see, the back on 7. maybe for position here. No, the 7 cleared him off of turn number 2 as Pierce runs a little bit wide off into 3 and 4 there. But the 8 of DMP, he's not really gaining on the 59, which is not what you want to see. DMP 10 involved, I believe was involved in a wreck earlier in this race, and just hasn't really been that competitive all day. Well, all of a sudden this caution came, as you can see the 59 really had to do there. The 8 might have gained about a half a second. Maybe less, I don't know. Look, let's see. Yeah, he did, 4/10. But he's had a rough race, and here's the 8. Mr. Consistency in the 2nd place here. One thing to note is Jimmy Johnson really isn't closing. He's still about a second back. And Ben Pierce isn't even pressuring him. The 8 runs wide. That's a big mistake at this time in the race. We have 10 laps to go for DNP, or for Sam Blaney. 9 to go as he crosses the line right here.
8, actually.
No, 50 is white flag. As DNP did lose about 4/10 there. As he's falling back to the grass of the 7. This is exactly what Blaney see. 8 laps to go. Blaney does not want to catch that lap traffic that's ahead of him. He's maintaining gap with the 83 and also maintaining gap with the 45 of James Youngman right ahead of him. He is not trying to catch these lap cars. If he does, he could get into really big trouble here, and he does not want that. He's got a 2-second advantage over that 8-10, DMP10 in that 8 car.
We got 3 wide, 3 wide, 3 wide.
You're right ahead of him. 6 to go. As they're 2 wide ahead of our leader. Sam Blaney runs a little bit wide in 1 and 2 there. Doesn't seem like DMP could really capitalize on it though. The advantage is still about 2 seconds, as the 59 is now caught slower traffic. DMP gained 4/10 on that lap. As we're down to 5 to go, what's going to happen with the 59 here? He's got to stay on the inside lane. He cannot allow these lappers to mess this up for him. 4 to go. The 8's still got to get on the 83 as he dives it into turn number 1. The 59's got to get around this 4. He gets around the 4, he might have it home free. As he does, he gets around the 4, now the 83 and 4. Now just ahead of this 8 car. The 84's to the inside of the 59. The 83 is going to get around him. This is DMP's chance. 2 to go at the line. Will DMP be able to score his 2nd career SNS victory? The 59 is clear. The 8 could not do anything as the 59 runs wide. Here's his chance. 59 runs wide. He's clear of a 4. White flag. One more time represented by Credit One Bank. The 7 bumps the 8 up the racetrack.
Jimmy Johnson coming up to the inside.
Here comes the 7. It's not going to be enough. Sam Blaney up at turn number 4. He's going to win at Bowman.
That was a very good race.
Rigged. I'm kidding.
Rigged!
I finished 10th. It's rigged.
I finished last. Rigged!
What a finish.
Leave it to my internet killing the Discord stream just long enough for me to try to fix it.
Because I didn't finish, so sad. Man, we all agree, that 79 car, man, it started in 15. That car sucks, man. No idea who that guy is. It must be high.
Leave it to my internet cutting out just long enough for you guys to not lose connection to me.
Throw a party.
And
throw a party.
for me to try to fix it, and then have the game crash.
Look at results before you forget. Look at results before you forget.
Please do.
Sam Blaney completely takes advantage of the mistake from DMP's internet and just takes over this race.
Actually, as a matter of fact, Jimmy Johnson here, Jimmy Johnson, I think, got lucky. Because look at that, he finishes P2.
Yeah, he did get around the 8. He's looking to the inside off of into turn number 1 there. And that's what basically secured it for Sam Blaney. There was no chance the 7 was going to be able to dive it in.
Johnson finishes P2 after leading most of this race. Heartbreaker for him, but at least he's got 1 win tucked under his belt. And, oh, by the way, he's got 10 bonus points for leading the most laps in this thing.
Yeah.
Sorry
Good
for
job.
the way that kind of was an odd end of that race. It sucks for the
Oh,
set
what?
because he definitely would have won that thing, but, you know.
I don't know who finished down there, Dimp.
Yeah.
Bill,
We
there were
didn't
only
get to see the
28
bottom like
cars
this.
in the field.
Oh, did it? Was it the top 28 that's shown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
was showing the top 28, which is...
No others.
Okay.
Anyhow, thank you for tuning into that weird ending.
Yes.
We'll see you 10 days from now. As I was telling Builder, the very next race will be coming on the Sunday directly after Christmas, December 29th. But until then, I've been TNP. Alongside me has been Cole McElmore, coaster enthusiast, and Chip Ganassi. Actually, they've been commentating most of this race. But until the next one, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed a red flag halfway through this thing. Take care, everybody. See you in the next one.